Center in Los Angeles. This is Kcal 9 News at 9.
Now at 9, a San Fernando Valley neighborhood in fear tonight after an 81-year-old woman is killed inside her own home.
Also tonight, tragedy hits the House of Representatives. The flags over the Capitol are at half-staff after a congresswoman is killed in a horrible crash in her home district.
And we're learning more about the mother and daughter who died in a violent chain reaction crash here in Rialto this week. What their family wants you to know. Coming up.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Remembering an LA legend, the voice of the Dodgers and an iconic sportscaster. Fans across the Southland are honoring the beloved Vin Scully, who died at the age of 94. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Serene Branson, in for Juan Fernandez. This is Kcal 9 News at 9. We're live and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. We begin tonight with new tributes to Dodgers announcer Vin Scully and word that the team has made plans to their beloved and legendary play-by-play man on Friday.
The sports world's voice of generations is gone, but it will live on as we remember Vin Scully's decades covering the biggest sporting events from the Dodgers to the NFL and even professional golf. And take a look at Sky 9 flying over downtown LA with City Hall lit up in Dodger blue in tribute to Vin Scully tonight.
And the team and Major League Baseball are paying tribute tonight, too, as the Dodgers traveled to play the Giants.
Well, Kcal 9 Sports Director Jim Hill joins us now with more. Imagine they've got tributes from the Giants as well.
And they will be going on for quite some time. You better believe it. An outpouring of love and affection today across baseball and the sports world following the passing of Vin Scully yesterday. And that included before tonight's game between the Dodgers and the Giants in San Francisco.
Moment of silence as we remember the extraordinary life and legacy of Mr. Vin Scully.
The teams observed a moment of silence tonight before the first pitch in San Francisco. Players and coaches and fans from the Dodgers and Giants paying tribute to the great Vin Scully. And the Dodgers announced that they are also putting a patch on their jerseys honoring Vinny, another great tribute to remember a man who meant so much to the team and its fans. And all across baseball, there were so many moments of silence to honor the game's great voice. Some wonderful moments in honor of Vin Scully. And ladies, we will be talking about this, and there will be all kinds of honors and celebrations going on. We use the word celebration.
Yes.
Because that's what we should be doing, because we had him here. We wanted to have him here a little bit longer, but what we had was really amazing.
It certainly was. He wouldn't want it any other way.
He would not.
No. All right.
He probably would say, why don't you do it for someone else?
Yeah, he probably would. But this is for you, Vinny.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're also glad that he received his roses before he died.
Yes.
All right, Jim. Well, tonight people are also remembering Vin Scully for one of his greatest gifts.
His remarkable ability to call games by himself and weave memorable stories in between every pitch. Kcal 9's Lori Perez is live for us at Dodger Stadium tonight with a cherished example of his storytelling and an appreciation for the poet laureate of baseball. Lori.
Well, Serena and Pat, the crowd continues to grow here behind me on Vin Scully Avenue. We've been here since this afternoon talking to fans coming to pay their respects. And the truth is, as much as they talk about the big calls Vin Scully made, many say it is the moments between those calls that they remember most.
If you've been like the way I have been, looking at players with these big beards, I decided I'm going to do a little research on beards.
A Sunday game, May 2016, peak Vin Scully. No one else could spend 5 minutes on the history of beards in the second inning of a Padres-Dodgers game.
If you look it up, there's a divine mandate for beards in Leviticus and Deuteronomy.
Juggling references to the Old Testament with the count, then back to facial hair.
1 ball and 1 strike to count. Then, of course, you come to Abraham Lincoln, who was clean shaven.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that was oh God, where does he come up with that?
I know.
He's not Wikipedia and Google. He's got it up here.
Fans stopping to honor Scully outside Dodger Stadium are remembering him as a master of style and substance, spinning yarns and sometimes spinning heads with his obscure tangents that captivated listeners.
Oh yeah, he would tell stories. Yeah, I don't know if you knew, but this guy grew up over here on the farm. The 1-2 pitch is inside, and he would just blend it in, It was almost where like you wanted to hear the rest of the story because you could actually see what's going on in the game anyway.
Intelligent, folksy, the well-read guy next door.
When he opened the LA Times in the morning, I can almost guarantee you the sports section was not the first section he went to.
Dodgers play-by-play announcer